All right, so let's put this all together now. And hopefully, by doing this in stages, it's going to be making some sense. So, what we have here is an absolute value inequality. And instead of just a single variable inside the absolute value symbol, we have an expression. And so, what we're saying here is this expression, the entire expression has a value that is less than 5 from 0. So, again, I like to just visualize this on a number line and say, okay, well, what numbers are less than 5 from 0? Well, we just kind of went over this. So that's going to be all the numbers between negative 5 and 5. So now we can write two equations and say, okay, this entire expression has to be between negative 5 and 5. So we say 2x plus 3 is greater than negative 5, and 2x plus 3 is less than 5. All right, so that's the first step, and I think the number line is just helpful to visualize so that you can create two equations, or inequalities in this case, that you then need to solve to find out which values of x actually solve the inequality. And so now this is just using your techniques for solving inequalities. We're going to find the boundary points. So 2x is greater than negative 8, x is greater than negative 4, and 2x is less than 2, x is less than 1. If you want, if you prefer, you can always write this as a conjunction. And so when we graph this, what we're saying is there's 1, there's negative 4. The numbers that solve the original inequality are all of these numbers. So there's our answer as a inequality and as a graph. Okay, and once again, the same logic is going to apply, but when we're talking about distance greater than a certain number away from 0, we're talking about a disjunction because it looks like this. All of the things above until infinity and all the things below negative 5 until negative infinity. And again, that's not the solution. That's just the little tool I use to help me visualize what this actually means. So this expression is either less than negative 5 or it's greater than 5. So we have to write two inequalities for that. And then we've gone through this solution a few times. So we either have x is less than negative 4 or x is greater than 1. There's our inequality disjunction statement, and then to graph this solution, we put our boundary points, and we have all of the numbers smaller than negative 4, and all the numbers greater than 1. I hope this helps simplify what can be a pretty confusing topic for many people, but not for you. You got this.